everyone. This is Focus from the Focus of Love. Focus of Love. Yes, hi guys. This focus today is simple love and simple food. I put out a post about, gents, would you like to be offered a home cooked meal? And when would you like that to happen? For fifth date, I think it's still something men like. You know, like women, we say when we see a man playing with a child, how sexy that is. That is not a thing for men. They don't go looking at a woman and go, oh, how sexy it is for her to play with the children. No, it's when he gets something special, like some special attention, and definitely a home cooked meal is normally welcomed to a man. So listen, ladies, that's called a clue. So here's what I'm getting ready to give you a gift of. A very simple dish that even if you're not well versed in the kitchen, that anyone can make. So this is a gift to you. Shout out to Jamie Patterson Hernandez, my health coach. When I was losing weight on social media, she taught me how to make this simple dish, and it's amazing. So amazing. My 9-year-old cooked this earlier today. I'll leave her link so you can watch, and they even do it with your children. So it's a great way to get some juicy protein in and boo love with your boo on the first time you may spend a night. So I suggest you come back down in your lingerie with your heels while you're making this, in my opinion. And now what do we need? We need some yummy vegetables. I love vegetables, so I think it will go nicely in our focaccia. So what did I make? What did I dice up? I diced up some red onion, some orange pepper. I have a yellow pepper. I have more than enough, so I didn't cut that up. So that's just for you to see. And then I also have some spinach for color. That's good nutrition. And then some shrimp with some Old Bay and garlic on it. And of course the egg. So I stirred that up already, right? Now, this is what I do. I like to make it separate. So I put some parsley in there, garlic and Old Bay. That's like some very basic seasonings, right? So you can pick that up in a store if you already don't have it. And then the vegetables, these 3 vegetables you can get at any greengrocer. That's your red onion, your spinach, your orange pepper, all great colors, and then some shrimp. Shrimp is so easy to cook, right? As soon as it turns pink on both sides, it's a go. And then eggs. All of this is going to take all of 15 minutes. This took my 9-year-old about 15 minutes to cook this morning as I helped her. And the reason, oh, it's getting kind of hectic, getting a little kinky. That might be he came by and pat you on the little tush, thanking you for making them from some food. And then you put it all in the pan. Let me show you step by step. So first thing what we're going to do, we're going to turn on our oven because you're going to pop it in the oven for about 3 minutes so it can all kind of come together, right? So we're going to turn on our oven. It's preheating. It's going to preheat to 350. We already did that. Then we're going to take some butter. You can use a spray. You can use a non-stick and don't have any oil. Or you can also use coconut oil. I love coconut oil. It kind of takes over the flavor for this particular meal, so you may or may not want to do that, right? So we're going to just swish the butter all around. As you can see, my 9-year-old already made her focaccia. This is also why I don't think this is a real non-stick, because you see all of the yum-yum at the bottom. But I like the yum-yum. It's going to add flavor already from herbs. So the butter is melted. Now I'm going to drop my vegetables until they get a little wilted. I'm going to do spinach last because spinach wilts really quick. Now I love these peppers. You want some good skin? Healthy skin and nails, eyes popping, vegetables. Red, yellow, orange, love them. I don't like the green peppers, but those vibrant colors really are yummy. I like the small ones. Great for snack ladies when you're trying to keep that figure in control. So now I'm going to allow these to wilt. Now I'm going to literally let them coat in the butter because I want that buttery flavor in each and every one of these vegetables, right? Well, that's what I'm going to do. Now, again, I'm going to save my spinach for last because that wilts really quickly. You can also put some on the top if you want. Once this is all done, you can sprinkle some cheese immediately on it so it kind of melts. As you can see, my 9-year-old done this morning, so it's just a key ingredients. Now, I suggest, if you're going to spend the night over and this is your intent, I would go to the supermarket the day before, have it all in a bag and ready to go. It can either be already chopped up because it can last overnight. That way you can do it in the comforts of your home and feel very comfortable if you're nervous like I was when I first got married at 18, as you guys knew, that follows me already, I could not cook. So I was nervous every time I was in the kitchen. And I tried to do it before he got home from work because that's how nervous I was. And when he was once he was in the building, I was even more nervous. Why? Because his mom could cook so well. And I just felt so bad that I really just didn't know what I was doing. So I'm going to back up for a second. So you want to do the shrimp first because that does take the longest, right? So you put your shrimp in first, make sure that they turn pink on every side before you do your vegetables because that will take the longest. So normally I will do the shrimp first, then I will put the cook that out, take it out, put the vegetables in, and then my spinach. Now, why am I going to leave it like this? Because this happens. It happens. Look, we even turned the pan off by accident. This is perfect. I want these bloopers. I'm not even going to change these bloopers. Why? Because if you're new to cooking like I was, all of this kind of stuff happens. And if he's upstairs and he's snoring or getting himself together and you're trying to surprise him, you may very well be this nervous that you're botching up some stuff. But I want you to know it's all good. It's all good. If he's a good guy, he's going to appreciate even your desire to want to. So if it tastes a little funny, you need a little help, it take a little longer, I'm sure he would be patient. If this is someone that you were just intimate with, I hope in your good judgment that this is a good person with good character that would be very gracious while you're cooking, right? So I'm going to let this get warmed up because I turned off the pot before I put it in. That's why I didn't hear any sizzle. So the butter melted, but it was melted because the oven on for me to put it in. So it's all good, right? It's all good. So I'm not even going to stop this because I really want you to know that this is how it happens. It's life. Stuff happens. So you want to be able to flow with it. So this is going to cook until it turns pink on both sides. I'm going to put a little more butter in there because it's not enough for me. I like the butter. Some people, again, as I said, like the coconut oil, if you love that flavor. I'm going to let that get pink. I'm going to, at the end, put the spinach in, pour the eggs over top, and then that's when I'm going to pop the entire pan. So it's not going to be hot then, right? But I'm going to pop the entire pan in the oven and let that cook until it no longer is liquefied, right? So you want to keep an eye on that. It takes all of 3 to 5 minutes. It's not a long dish. So I've been talking to you for the period of time I have, and it will be completed within 15 minutes, which is really amazing. And it's a one pot dish, right? You literally cook it on the stove and the pot, and it's on the pan. So less cleanup as well, which we all love, and it will be yummy. So I'll be right back after I saute these vegetables and the shrimp. See you soon. Go ahead and subscribe. What are you waiting for? I'm jumping back in to let you know about this amazing ingredients called garlic. I love garlic. It's a natural aphrodisiac. So I just cut up about 4 to 5 cloves of that. I think it was about 5. Now you want to check in with your gent and ask him, hey, you like the smell of garlic? You know, while I'm cooking on our breath. It's a natural aphrodisiac, so it actually excites me and it'll help you to kick off round 2. However, if he doesn't like it, you want to omit this, right? Because it can be very pungent and offensive to some people. So you want to ask that if you're going to cook with that. So there's a tip for you as well to keep the day of romance going. I'll be back. Hi, I'm back. I put the garlic in the center so it can really get cooked in there, and my shrimp are going really nicely. It's very pink at this point. I like my vegetables still kind of crispy. I do not like them where they're totally wilted. So now I'm going to put my spinach in because I don't want them to get too wilted. So here's the spinach right in the middle. It smells amazing. Now let me tell you about scent when it comes to the gentleman. Men love the scent of his woman. I'm talking about out the shower, slept all night and wake up without any sprays, deodorants. So if you want to connect with your gentleman on a different level, that's also a great way to do it. Nothing on your skin. I mean, like no lotion. So in the morning throughout the night, he gets to smell your true aroma. That is a deep sense of connection that you'll get with him. Now, also what I want to share with you, food is an aphrodisiac for most men. When they smell a home-cooked meal, when they smell that food, it just signifies to them that there's love, that there's nurturing in the building. Because where did they get that from? From their mama, right? That for those that experience, like my mom, 3 cooked meals a day. I mean, we came home to homemade cookies. Both of my brothers can cook really well. I was kind of kicked out of the kitchen most of the time because I was so young and I was the baby girl. So my skills came a little later. Plus, as 18 out of the house, I could have got some more skills being dated at 16 to get married. So I'm kind of making it up, right? As making up for it, if you will. So for all those that go, my mama, my daddy didn't give me, didn't teach me to cook. You get to stay that up to about 25, because at 25, your brain is fully developed, and you know that you can take your life in your hands. So learn. Look at videos like mine and so much more. You can go to the library. Cooking classes, great dates to go on a cooking class where you learn to cook together and get to eat the meal. So that is a great way to do it. Now listen, this isn't a must and an absolute. Some men, it doesn't matter for them either way. One, they know how to cook. Two, they get the generation that we're in. So there's no actual pressure about it all. I just love to cook when I can. Plus, I have a small child. I want her to make sure that she knows how to give herself proper nutrition and fuel as well, right? So it kind of works out. Now, depending on the kind of man you're dating, and you all are looking for children, he's also assessing, would you be able to run the kitchen? Would you be able to economically take care of our children? Or are we eating out every day? And is that affordable to him? So just know that's in the back of his mind. And guess what? I'm sure it's in the back of yours. So let's go ahead and pour this egg over top of it, so everything is all mixed up. The flavor, the aroma smells amazing. I could have put in a couple of more eggs because it's going to be 2 of us, right? But I had 2, so you can always put more in if you want it more like a casserole, a little thicker. All right, so you do not need a pot holder for this first part, which is to put it in. However, I don't know how many times I done burnt myself. So you can use it immediately if you want. If not, right in the oven. And here we go. The oven's on 350. I'm going to put it in, slide it to the back. Now, especially if you're nervous, like I was at 18 when I first got married, knew I didn't know how to cook, so I was nervous. So you want to put your timer on and make sure you don't burn it. Because if you're nervous like I was, you would talk, I would call a friend or a family member, and they were still coaching me through it, right? So I wouldn't want to get all caught up and then forget it's in the oven. So you want to put your timer on there. And that's also a great time to go give him a kiss on his forehead and say breakfast will be ready soon if he's still asleep. So you'll get that like Twilight look, like what? So a great way, a beautiful surprise, a beautiful thank you, especially if it was after a romantic dinner that he done, took you someplace lovely like a concert. I mean, I love to tell my couples, play a game to outlove each other, right? To see who can get the highest points of loving each other. Studying your significant other and give them that juicy love they yearn for. So what you focus on expands. So if you have that playful game going on to outlove each other, like on date night, maybe you have date night twice a month, every other Wednesday, and his Wednesday is the first Wednesday of the month, yours is the last Wednesday of the month, and you guys get to plan a date of the other person's dream, that they would really love to have this date, and really get to show off your skills of studying that person and making sure that they feel so loved and full of life. Oh my goodness, how romantic would that bring? Because most people bills are due at the beginning of the month, right? And then they run out of money at the end. That will give you guys a whole nother way to live, right? Outside of this financial cycle, which is the number one reason most couples don't make it. Actually, in my opinion, it's the communication around money. It's not money itself. It's an animate object, right? However, that gives you a whole nother world to live through when you're outdoing each other in a friendly, competitive way, right? So that you give each other points, you give each other kudos and really talk about and acknowledge how it made you feel, the way they were so attentive and gave you the love that you want. So I'll be right back with the full focaccia already cooked. I'm going to sprinkle a little cheese simply because I just love cheese. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Focus from the focus of love. Okay, we are back now. You may hear that alarm going off, so you're going to run downstairs and tell them I'll be back, right? So let me grab my pot holder. Now the handle will absolutely be hot. It's been in the oven, right? So we're going to open it up, pull the wrap out. We're going to look, and we're going to look to see if it's still running, right? If it's still running, it's not ready. So it's not running anymore. Sit that there with the pot holder, with the handle. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, and now I'm going to, listen, we are not chefs here, so we're going to keep this simple. That's one dish in one pot. Yummy. He's going to love it. Now, of course, if he's allergic to seafood, We would use sashas, or if he doesn't eat meat, you won't even use meat, just the vegetables and the egg, which is perfect. So you have a vegetarian meal already. If he's vegan, then don't use the egg at all. Saute the vegetables with a little, well, if he's vegan, you wouldn't use the dairy. You can use coconut oil. So we got it all covered. Now, we're not chefs, so we're going to put it on the plate. He going to be so happy for it. It ain't even, listen, ladies, there's so many women not cooking that you already a star because you cooking. Now, we're going to put it on one plate because we're going to boo love. Right? So if you can get it all flat, great. If not, it's so okay. I put 2 yogurts on the same plate. Our fork and spoon, we're going to have 2 spoons because the yogurts are separate. Or you can have one of everything, so you're feeding one another. Excuse my back, I'm getting it all on here, right? I'm going to get this all on here. It looks amazing. It's just like another omelet. But now if you're like me, it's tough to make an omelet and flip it over and make it look pretty. You're excused with the focaccia. I know for some people they might want it to look flat and folded. We're not chefs here. We're boo loving and going into uncharted territory, because if you're not growing, you're dying, and we are growing because this is to die for. So let me taste it, and we're going to let him stay in bed. We're going to bring it to him, or you can call him down, whatever you like. And if you're at his house, he might not have any eating upstairs. You call him down. If you're at your home, you get to say. And we're going to try this. This smells amazing. So imagine bringing, waking up to this. That your gentleman wakes up to this scrumptious meal. It looks incredible. And you have your yogurt. I would just go with something very simple. If you already know he likes something first thing in the morning, that's what I would use. Maybe put a muffin here, a bagel, because you studied your man. You've listened to him talk about how he has a coffee and a muffin every morning. So I would do that along with this as a nice touch. Now, I love cheese. So if you like cheese, if he's not vegan or vegetarian, you can just get a little cheese. Now, the color to me just pops when it's the orange color versus the white. It's up to you. And as soon as I take it out, I sprinkle it with cheese because it's going to melt. So it's nothing really to do. Or you can put it on in the oven just before you take it out. So there you go. You have simple love and simple food. Let's keep it simple, guys. You get to dazzle him, stand out above the crowd, just because you took a moment to make a meal that took 15 minutes, and enjoy. And round 2. Go ahead and subscribe at the bottom. Click like so you can let me know to make more of these type of shows for you. Now you can also purchase my book. It's called What Is the Focus of Love. It comes with a 30-minute coaching. Yeah, I know, right? For $10, you get all of that. Why? Because once you read the book, I really want it to like sink in. Or if you didn't get a chance before you have your 30 minutes, the book will pop that much more, right? So go ahead and message me and comment down below. Does this look delicious to you? Would you like me to make some more dishes? Let me know. Bye-bye. Focus from the Focus of Love. Bye-bye.